Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Breaking Views on NDTV. I am Ankit Tyagi. A lot of rumors, speculations and confusion is going on in Maharashtra. It's a very, very important state in the context of 2024 general elections. And the man at the center of this entire confusion, which is keeping both the Team India or the Mahavikas Aghadi in Maharashtra and also NDA on tenterhooks, is Sharad Pawar. And why are we saying that? Let me just take you through some explanation and what is happening in Maharashtra. Then we'll try and decode what it means for the larger picture. Ladies and gentlemen, the NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar held a Swabhiman meeting in Bid today. Huge rally where he openly attacked the Prime Minister, perhaps attempting to clarify his stand to his allies, Congress and Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray, who are by most accounts skeptical of senior Pawar and watching his moves very, very closely. Interestingly, Mr. Pawar's frequent meeting with his nephew Ajit Pawar, who split his party and now enjoys being the Deputy Chief Minister in Shinde government in Maharashtra, did not find any mention in Mr. Pawar's speech today. Meanwhile, Ajit Pawar supporters have put out posters, huge posters, banners of Mr. Sharad Pawar welcoming him to Bid ahead of his rally, only giving more fodder to the rumor mills. Before I go on further, let's listen into what Mr. Pawar said in this rally.
आता एवढंच सांगेल तुम्ही की माझं वय झालं म्हणता तुम्ही माझं काय बघितले त्याच्यावर पण उद्देशाला ज्या वेळेला मतदान करण्यासाठी लोकांना मतदान केंद्रावर जायची संधी मिळेल त्यावेळेस कोणतं वचन दाबायचं आणि तुम्हाला कुठं भासवायचं हा निकाल या दिवसाचा प्रत्येक मतदार हा केल्याशिवाय राहणार. आमचं म्हणणं एकच आहे मोदी साहेबांना, तुम्ही ही जी घोषणा केली त्याच्यामध्ये देवेंद्रचं मार्गदर्शन करा. त्यांनी सांगितलं होतं मी पुन्हा येईन, ते पुन्हा आले पण मुख्यमंत्री म्हणून आले खालच्या रायकर.
Now this rally, viewers, comes amidst rumors about Sharad Pawar being offered a central position by his nephew during their meeting in Pune, which has been in question. These frequent meetings between Pawar Senior and Pawar Junior have been the talk of the town in Maharashtra, and that is where the uncertainty is getting its, in fact, seeds from. Let's just listen. Let me very quickly just tell you the number of meetings which have taken place between both Mr. Pawar and Ajit Pawar, which has made his allies quite uneasy in doing business with him. Now, 4 times since the split has taken place, both these leaders have met. July 14th, Ajit Pawar meets Sharad Pawar at his residence in Mumbai at Silver Oak. 16 July, Ajit Pawar and other NCP MLAs meet to Mr. Sharad Pawar at YB Chavan Auditorium. 17 July, Ajit Pawar and other NCP ministers meet Mr. Sharad Pawar at YB Chavan Auditorium. 13th August, Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar meet in Pune at a businessman's residence. This secret, so-called secret meeting really put people on tenterhooks on both sides of the political divide. But ladies and gentlemen, there is, as I said, confusion which is galore. Even the NCP MLAs don't know what's happening, whether there are attempts of unification, whether those attempts will be fruitful, and then which way will they find favor in. And that's the reason even when the Maharashtra Assembly was going on, most of the MLAs decided to give it a skip. Though the NCP Supremo himself has clarified that he has no intention of joining the BJP after the so-called secret meeting with his nephew Ajit Pawar, it continues to create uncertainty among his allies and also has kept the BJP on the vigil. While many have contended that Sharad Pawar needs to keep his family and politics separate, his supporters say they trust him. Maharashtra Congress leaders time and again have said, and remember the Congress party is right now flexing its muscles after the split in the NCP. Most accounts and statements of Maharashtra leaders of the Congress party have hinted that they are preparing for the eventuality of Mr. Pawar's exit in their election strategy. Sharad Pawar, ladies and gentlemen, is the senior most leader, one of the senior most leaders in the country. But because of how things have unfolded in the past few days, including his own supporters, are getting increasingly skeptical about him. So the big question is, how does this uncertainty play electorally in this state, which is very, very significant, the state of Maharashtra, which sends 48 Lok Sabha MPs. And last time, in 2019, I just want to give you a sense of why it is so important for the BJP, for the NDA, and for the Mahavikas Aghadi for 2024. Just take a look at what happened last time. 48 seats, Bharatiya Janata Party won 23. Maharashtra Shiv Sena, that was had won 18. Maharashtra Nationalist Congress Party 4. All India Majlis-e-Ittihadin, this is Mr. Asaduddin's party, had 1 MP. Independent in Maharashtra was able to win, and Maharashtra Congress was, in Indian National Congress was able to win 1 seat in Maharashtra. So that is why all sides at this moment, when they are strategizing, there is one X factor they don't know where to put, and that is Mr. Sharad Pawar. So how is this uncertainty going to play out in fact, Maharashtra? Let me very quickly throw this open to our panel of experts, political watchers and pundits, those who have been seeing the developments with a very, very keen eye. I'm being joined by Neerja Chaudhary, senior journalist, political commentator. Amitabh Tiwari, political strategist and commentator, is also with us. And we have Rohit Chandwarkar, senior journalist, who keeps a very close eye on the politics of Maharashtra. Thank you so much. I welcome all of you. Neerja ji, I want to start with you. Though Mr. Pawar has clarified, why still there is so much confusion as far as his stand and role is concerned? Is it a typical Pawar play, keeping everybody on tenterhooks till the last moment, or are we reading too much into it?
Look, I was thinking, Ankit, if there was a quiz, national quiz, and the question was, who's the figure who can keep everyone guessing most effectively? The answer would be Sharad Pawar. Matlab, if you look at it, sabko ghuma ke rakha hua hai. Here's a man whose party has broken and split. The larger chunk is already gone to the BJP. His nephew has become the deputy chief minister. There is buzz that he will be made the chief minister at the appropriate moment. And Sharad Pawar should be fighting with his back to the wall. But here he is. Nobody knows. The BJP doesn't know what he's going to do. The NDA doesn't know what he's going to do. The BJP is happy because, suddenly the NDA doesn't look like one man, solidly going for unity to face them in the next election. And you're right, 48 seats, the second largest state in the country, very, very important for the opposition. The NDA is happy that, Eknath Shinde is on tenterhooks. They don't know what's going to happen. Will Fadnavis be brought to Delhi if there's a cabinet reshuffle? The way cleared for Ajit Pawar there, when that will happen. So, confusion is the name of the game, and he's playing it beautifully as he, with his back to the wall. It is a typical Pawar way to fight back. And the BJP is not going to, initiate cases or pursue cases in this kind of a scenario. Right, you don't know who's coming where and going where. So I think he will keep it going like this, my guess is, till the Lok Sabha election, and gauge the extent of the sympathy for him at the ground level, and also whether his organizational structure is up to the mark. I think he will give it a little more time before he makes up his mind which way he will go.
So he might be playing a very, very cautious a play that is trademark Sharad Pawar. But Mr. Chandwarkar, how is this playing out on the ground? Because it's just not the opposition or his allies which are confused. His supporters are also confused. They don't know whether they need to go out and greet Mr. Ajit Pawar, or they have to say anything against Mr. Ajit Pawar. Tomorrow, the party may unite and they might not find their place as far as the new system is concerned. Are there serious, real attempts being made to reunite the party, some sort of a reconciliation? Is that on the cards?
Well, Ankit, guess who's enjoying this the most? Obviously, Mr. Sharad Pawar, because this is his style and this is what he has done for the last, 40, 50 years. And he thrives on this. He wants to do this balancing act and he continues to do that. Now, coming to your question, how will this play out? See, Ajit Pawar has kind of realized that it might not be really possible for him alone to carry the edifice of the party on his shoulders, take it ahead throughout Maharashtra, or at least in Western Maharashtra, which is their stronghold, if signal goes out that Uncle Sharad Pawar is not with him. Also, he doesn't know whether to trust BJP, how long BJP will carry him ahead, and what will they do after the Lok Sabha polls. Because remember, the entire calculation right now is focused, as far as the BJP is concerned, only on Lok Sabha seats, 48 Lok Sabha seats. Once that is done, the elections are over, the BJP may not really take Ajit Pawar ahead or keep him in the government or whatever. So Ajit Pawar knows, and it is his attempt to reunite or at least not burn the bridges and be cordial with the uncle. And some sources are telling us that there is speculation that there are attempts to get Mr. Sharad Pawar also on BJP's side, be part of NDA, that is.
Yeah.
But I can tell you my prediction, and that's very important for everybody, your viewers, is that openly Mr. Sharad Pawar will not go with NDA. That is for clear. Whatever I know him, for the last 30 years that I have, met him or watched him or whatever, openly in front of the public, he will not join the NDA alliance. But you never know what he will do under the table and behind the curtains, behind the scenes.
That's the operative part. Amitabh Tiwari, that's the operative part. Openly he won't, and the but that Mr. Chandravarkar used while he was completing his sentence. How does this play out for his own alliance partners, Mahavikas Aghadi? Should they start with the eventuality, preparing for the eventuality of his exit, and then possibly fighting the election with the Congress as the A team and being supported by Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray?
See, why he's keeping both the NDA and the MVA or the India alliance guessing is the fact that there might be a situation, and there is already a discussion going on within the MVA, that with the reduced strength of Sharad Pawar, should he get an equal number of seats? Because now there are only odd 10 to 12 MLAs with him, correct? So he has to keep that at check as well. And why he is keeping the NDA guessing is because I think this time what has happened is that Devendra Fadnavis had said that in 2019, the Ajit Pawar mutiny had the blessings of Sharad Pawar, and he played a double game. This time it seems that the Narendra Modi and Amit Shah Jodi has tried to get back at Sharad Pawar without his approval. So this time the mutiny appears to be a sort of a revenge on Sharad Pawar. However, as you said, in 2019, BJP won 41 out of 48, or the NDA won 41 out of 48. Even in 2014, they had won 41 out of 48 seats. Correct. So it's a very, very important state. And BJP, after the Eknath Shinde episode, has realized that the Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar may have the MLAs with them, but they may or may not have the support of the public or the cadre.
Right.
So that's why BJP wants to have a buffer, wants to be very, very sure in Maharashtra, because there is already an exodus of allies in Bihar and in Punjab. Correct?
That's right.
Not want to take any chance, but they have rubbed him the wrong way, and now it seems that there is an ego tussle between Pawar and Modi.
Neerja is there also some something to do with how Mr. Sharad Pawar is able to put his succession plan forward? Is it also somewhere to try and establish and secure a place for Supriya Sule? If he completely gives in to his nephew Ajit Pawar, she might be edged out.
Yes, that certainly has been an underlying theme. But from what one hears, Rohit Pawar is also now going to be a factor, increasingly playing a role as far as the Sharad Pawar unit of the NCP is concerned in Maharashtra. Supriya Sule's role, Sharad Pawar has always seen more in Delhi, but he would like to ensure that she's strong enough in the state to be able to win her elections and to be influencing the state politics. He doesn't want her to get marginalized there and just be, shunted out to Delhi. So I think certainly succession plan would be very much on his mind, uppermost in his mind today.
Mr. Chandravarkar, does this also mean that Sharad Pawar, after the split, finds himself weakened in his bargain as far as the MVA alliance is concerned?
I don't think his position is weaker than what it was earlier, because the MVA alliance partners know very well what kind of weight he carries and what kind of leadership he can provide to the alliance. Of course, Uddhav Thackeray is uncomfortable with what is happening. So is the Congress party. But remember, Congress is kind of waiting and watching all this, and they are kind of happy about this, because if in case there is suspicion growing about Sharad Pawar's role, the beneficiary on the opposition side is going to be the Congress party. And some of the sources are suggesting that Congress is taking a lot of interest in spreading information about how Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar are meeting and how Sharad Pawar may not be sure, etc. I mean, that is the speculation that they are spreading, because they know that Sharad Pawar has taken too much of the Congress space in Maharashtra in the last 20-25 years, and they want to gain it back. So if Ajit Pawar is going on NDA side, or has gone that side, the beneficiary is Congress, of course. So they are also encouraging the speculation that media is doing.
In conclusion, Mr. Tiwari, does this mean, this uncertainty that is prevailing, which side gains more? Do you see, like Mr. Chandawalkar is saying, Congress coming out, possibly emerging much stronger without Mr. Sharad Pawar, or with the weakened position of Mr. Sharad Pawar? Or do you think it's a straight match set for the NDA with Ajit Pawar and Shinde in tow?
No, I would say anyways, the BJP and the Congress are beneficiaries of this crisis in Maharashtra. Congress automatically becomes the number 2 party after BJP, and BJP, due to the weakening of the 2 regional parties or satraps, has emerged stronger. So it has now a greater chance to win the simple majority on its own in the Vidhan Sabha elections whenever it's held. Okay. And with Sharad Pawar keeping everybody guessing, the fact is that what does he get out of joining the NDA? And there is a lot of talk that he has to settle Supriya Sule at the center, etc. But Supriya Sule can win a seat even with the support of Congress here, correct? And you never know. I mean, with the flow and with the India alliance, if Sharad Pawar feels that there is a chance of the India alliance winning, then Supriya Sule could get a chance in the center as well. So it is more about ego, I'm telling you. In my opinion, they have rubbed him the wrong way, and unless they do a patch up with him on a one-to-one basis, like it happened in 2009 before the mutiny, I think he would like to stay with the MBA for.
I thank all of you for sharing your fantastic insights. I mean, it's a fascinating game which is going on in Maharashtra. I have to move on to my second and very important story. So thank you to all my guests for joining us at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this story I really wanted to focus on. The Haryana Sports and Youth Affairs Department has suspended the woman junior coach who had accused Minister Sandeep Singh of sexual abuse. The suspension order was issued on August 11th, and it cited no specific reason for the suspension, stating that the suspension has taken place with immediate effect and without any prejudice. Remember, it's been more than 8 months that the investigation against the minister, who is facing serious charges, is ongoing and is yet to be concluded. Under pressure, Sandeep Singh, a former Olympian, has surrendered. He had earlier surrendered the Department of Sports and Youth Affairs, but continues to enjoy being a minister in Khattar government. Even the chief minister himself had come out many times and defended the minister who has been accused of such serious charges. Now, is this an intimidation tactic as far as the victim is concerned, or are we jumping the gun? Joining me at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, the woman junior coach who had accused Sandeep Singh of sexual abuse. Ma'am, thank you for speaking to NDTV. I want to start by asking you, आपको कोई कारण बताया गया क्यों सस्पेंशन हुआ आपका?
सर देखिए, जो मुझे ऑर्डर दिया गया है, जो सस्पेंशन ऑर्डर मुझे हायर अथॉरिटीज के थ्रू जो दिया गया है, उसमें कोई स्पेसिफिक कोई रीजन मेंशन नहीं किया गया है. सिर्फ एक ही लाइन मेंशन है उसमें कि जो हरियाणा सिविल सर्विसेज का जो कोई एक्ट है 73, उसके तहत इन्होंने मुझे डायरेक्ट सस्पेंड कर दिया गया है विदाउट एनी रीजन.
कहा जा रहा है कि क्या आपने कुछ मुख्यमंत्री जी से क्या मिलने की कोशिश की थी, उनके खिलाफ कुछ बयान दिया था, उसके कारण ऐसा हुआ है?
जी नहीं सर, मैं किसी भी मुख्यमंत्री के घर के बाहर तो मैं नहीं गई ऐसा कुछ करने, ना ही प्रदर्शन का मेरा कोई ऐसा इरादा था. और हाँ, मैं हरियाणा निवास के बाहर में जरूर गई हूँ, और मेरा सिर्फ एक सिंपल सा एक सवाल था कि मुख्यमंत्री जब तक चंडीगढ़ प्रशासन ने इस संदीप सिंह को कोई भी क्लीन चिट नहीं दी है, तो किस बिहाफ पे वो बार बार हमारे तिरंगे का अपमान करने के लिए उसको सामने रख देते हैं हमेशा, चाहे वो 26 जनवरी का दिन था या फिर हमारे 15 अगस्त का दिन। जी,
मैं आपसे ये भी पूछना चाहूंगा, क्या आपने मुख्यमंत्री जी से कभी मिलने की कोशिश की थी? आपने पूछा उनसे कि संदीप सिंह के बारे में, इन्वेस्टिगेशन के बारे में?
हाँ सर, मेरी एक कोशिश थी कि किस बिहाफ पे आज तक हरियाणा के मुख्यमंत्री ने कभी भी मेरा पक्ष जानने की कोशिश ना करते हुए हमेशा मेरे लिए आप शब्द कहे हैं, अनर्गल बताया है मुझे बार बार हमारे मीडिया के माध्यम से। तो हाँ, बिल्कुल मेरी एक कोशिश थी।
मैडम, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन के क्या स्टेज पर है? आपने बड़े सीरियस सेक्शन संदीप सिंह के ऊपर लगाए गए थे, आज जो एफआईआर हुई आपकी कंप्लेंट के बाद, इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी कहां तक पहुंची है?
सर, इन्वेस्टिगेशन का जहां तक है मुझे यही बताया जाता है कि हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कंप्लीट हो चुकी है, हम बहुत जल्दी इसमें जो है चार्जशीट वो दायर करेंगे। और सर, लड़ाई तो देखिए जारी रहेगी। और ये हमारे देश का दुर्भाग्य है कि जो पीड़ित लड़कियां हैं, चाहे आप देखिए इस बीजेपी की सरकार में, चाहे वो हाथरस वाला मैटर है, चाहे कुलदीप सेंगर वाला मैटर है, या चाहे अभी रिसेंटली जो ब्रिजभूषण का मैटर है, ये हमारी बदकिस्मती है कि हम लड़कियों को, औरतों को हमेशा हमारे इस देश में इतना माफ करना, इतना अपमान दिया जाता है इस सरकार के तहत। और जो अक्यूज्ड हैं उनसे आज भी हमारे तिरंगे को कितना मतलब शर्मसार किया जाता है।
मैं आपसे ये भी जानना चाहता हूं कि जब ये एलिगेशंस आपने लगाए थे तो बार बार ये बात उठी, बीजेपी की तरफ से भी ये बात उठी कि ये पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है, मतलब आप राजनीति से प्रेरित होकर ये इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं। संदीप सिंह ने कहा कि ये बेसलेस है, कोई मेरे खिलाफ जानबूझ के षड्यंत्र किया जा रहा है।
सर, ऐसा बोल देने से अगर यही बात है तो संदीप सिंह ने हमारी माननीय अदालत के 5 महीने तक टाइम बर्बाद क्यों किया? अगर वो इतना ही सही है तो उनको तो सामने से आके बोलना चाहिए था कि ब्रेन मैपिंग नार्को टेस्ट क्या, मेरा तो जो मर्जी टेस्ट कराओ, आई एम रेडी फॉर दैट। पर यहाँ पे फैक्ट ये है कि ये गलत काम खुद करते हैं और इनको उठा के एक बचने के लिए इनके पास एक सीधा सो कॉल्ड एक सिंपल सा एक एजेंडा है कि अपोजिशन पे डाल दो। और इस बात में दूर दूर तक कोई सच्चाई नहीं है, क्योंकि आपके सामने है सर, 8 महीने हो चुके हैं और ये लड़ाई मेरे और मेरे परिवार की अकेले बची हुई है। ना तो कोई अपोजिशन मेरे साथ है, अगर साथ है तो आप लोग देख लीजिए कितना अभी तक इतना डिले चल रहा है कि चार्जशीट नहीं दी गई है। और अपोजिशन तो रेसलर्स के साथ थे जिसके तहत इतनी जल्दी ब्रिजभूषण की चार्जशीट हमारी माननीय अदालत तक गई। तो शायद सर ये चीज इनकी जो बीमार सोच है ये उसको दर्शाती है कि ये खुद गलत काम करते हैं और ये कानून को किस तरीके से ये अपना काम करने से ये पुलिस प्रशासन को रोकते हैं। और अपोजिशन पे डालना बहुत ही एक इजी चीज है सर, जो इनको एक बहाना मिला हुआ है कि गलत करके और तुरंत अपोजिशन पे डाल दो। तो ये सब बेबुनियाद है।
8 महीने से चार्जशीट फाइल नहीं हुई है, इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है, कहीं ना कहीं आप डिसअपॉइंटेड हैं? आपको इस बात का दुख है कि अभी तक ये जो आपने इनके ऊपर सवाल उठाए थे, इनके ऊपर इल्जाम लगाए थे, वो अभी तक कहीं पर पहुंच नहीं पाए?
तो सर बिल्कुल बहुत दुख होता है, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं सर, देश हमारा है और जितना अधिकार यहाँ इन गलत काम करने वाले लोगों का है उतना ही हम लोगों का भी अधिकार है।
मैं अंत में आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा, आपको अभी भी लगता है, क्योंकि संदीप सिंह अभी भी मिनिस्टर बने हुए हैं, सरकार में हैं, पावरफुल है, अभी भी हैं, और सरकार लगता है जैसे मुख्यमंत्री जी उनका कई बार समर्थन करते नजर आए हैं, आपको लगता है आपको जस्टिस मिलेगा?
सर मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है और उम्मीद मुझे बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है और मैं इतना भरोसा करती हूँ मेरे देश की अदालत पे, क्योंकि ये भारत है और ये मेरा भी देश है और मेरे देश में औरतों को हमेशा बहुत बड़ा दर्जा दिया गया है। चाहे वो हमारी महाभारत का उठा के देख लीजिए या हमारी रामायण का देख लीजिए, और मेरे देश में हर कोई गलत काम करने वाले लोग नहीं है। मेरे देश में मेरी जनता पे मुझे बहुत विश्वास है और मुझे पूरा इंसाफ मिलेगा और इंसाफ मैं लूंगी और मैं अपना इंसाफ मिलने तक मैं अपनी लड़ाई जारी रखूंगी।
Thank you so much for speaking to us here on NDTV. This coach, woman junior coach, has been suspended. Remember, for the last 8 months, ladies and gentlemen, she has been fighting an uphill battle with some serious allegations that she has leveled against former Olympian and now politician minister Sandeep Singh. That's all the time that I have in this edition of Breaking News. News and updates continue on the other side on NDTV. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.